Everybody's going to have to learn to handle artificial intelligence. And the big thing we need, it's the old phrase, critical thinking. So whatever we used to call it logic or logical reasoning or something, but the ability or the habit of mind where you evaluate evidence. When you see a video where somebody has superpowers, is flying, learn to evaluate whether or not that's true. Now we probably will have flying cars finally, made of plastic, very lightweight materials. But we need people to not presume something is false, but not presume something is true. And this takes practice. You know, it used to be a hassle to look up the atomic number of an element. Technetium, I think it's 43. It'd take you a while. But now it's at your fingertips. And the other thing is, as I say, the thing that really may affect a lot of people very quickly is being able to mathematically determine the shape of proteins. And that's something that will happen in the next 10 years. We'll be able to create vaccines and perhaps therapies for genetic disorders that we can literally straighten out or literally curve to the right shape. And that is a very short-term, extraordinary thing that may happen. And then in the 20 years or 30 years, we very well may be able to use our understanding of DNA and the shape of the supercoiled DNA molecules to make farm crops, which are more efficient. We get more nutrition, drought tolerant, flood tolerant, and even weather tolerant, even blow over in the wind tolerant. And this would all be enabled by being able to go through a lot of data very quickly, which is what artificial intelligence nominally can do. Yes, I'm all for it writing your term paper, that's great. And your speech, cool. But I think the actual effects will be much bigger and less language-based and more mathematically based. Let's say you have a problem of what is the shape of a protein. You're trying to determine the shape of a protein. Well, if you're going to use artificial intelligence, that's a big computer system. So is that computer science? Is that mathematics? Is that genetics? Is that the physics of how electrons move through silicon electronic circuits? Wait, it's all of those things. So it's going to affect, artificial intelligence is going to affect every field of science. How do tectonic plates move? How does geology work? That'll be artificial intelligence. Stay tuned, people. And it's going to take a lot of electricity. We have to find new ways to make a lot of electricity and move it around. And we very well may use artificial intelligence to control magnetic field, to produce fusion here on Earth's surface, just like we do in a star, and then we'll have unlimited electricity. But we got to get her done. Let's go, people.